everyone. Good evening. This is Sandeep Bose. I'm a motivation speaker and communication trainer. Welcome you all to the exciting episode of Passion Podcast 2.0. This time we are doing episode number 7, and we have a special guest with us joining all the way from Bangalore. Her name is Neha Monga. Neha is a corporate trainer and also a content developer. So let's welcome Neha to our podcast. So Neha has worked with different corporate clients. She has worked with Indian Institute of Foreign Languages as a freelancer. Uh, she has worked as a corporate trainer and content developer for English for India. Uh, she has worked with a global university. Uh, Currently, she's working with Upgrad. So let's welcome Neha to the podcast. Uh, so we are waiting for Neha. Neha will join us within a few seconds. Okay. If anybody have any questions for Neha, feel free to ask on the chat box. Your chats will be visible to the viewer and also to the guest. So if you have any questions, if you have any doubt, feel free to ask any questions on the chat, and we will try to answer them as soon as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, Neha is joining with us. So here we go. Neha has joined with us. How are you, Neha?
I'm good, Sandeep. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely great. I was just telling about you to my viewers. I was just giving you an introduction that you have worked with a different organizations as a corporate trainer. Currently, you're working as a communication trainer and content developer, and also you have an interest in instructional designing, right? So
Absolutely.
before we start this podcast and before we ask you many questions, um, I would like to thank you first of all, Neha, for accepting the invitation. And I knew that you are busy, very busy today. Also, you have to change some last minute, schedule, and you're here. So I'm really happy that you are here. And our podcast only will enrich with your presence and your knowledge and your wisdom. Okay, so I really thank you for that. Okay.
I
And
think I should thank you for giving me this opportunity to come to your channel and have a conversation with you. I think we as trainers and teachers are quite underrated. People don't value us that much. So you're doing a good job there, I must say. So thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you so much. So, Neha, I was just telling my viewers that you have completed your BCom from University of Mumbai, and then you have worked with Indian Institute of Foreign Languages. So, can you also tell more about your earlier life before you begin your journey as a trainer? How's your college life? How's your upbringing? If you can give a brief, introduction about yourself also and your earlier life, your native place, hometown. If you just talk about that.
Sure. So I was born in Mumbai, and I used to live in the suburbs of Mumbai. If I don't know, I'm not sure whether you're aware of, but I was born in Santa Cruz. So
Okay.
my childhood basically has been immensely beautiful. I mean, we've seen the highs of high and lows of low, and I've enjoyed my childhood to the fullest. So I remember. Going during the holidays, getting up at 7:30, playing badminton, and we had Jew Beach right quite
Yeah.
near to our place. So walking
Yeah.
down the beach with all our friends, and then entire day playing and enjoying, playing the bagul. I'm not sure a lot of people may be aware of these games, but enjoying my life, childhood life to the fullest. And it was quite a simple and down to earth kind of life that my parents gave
Gave
me.
you.
Yeah, so that's the reason I think I'm quite grounded today, and I feel blessed about it. I feel uh, really good about it. Yeah, makes me feel good.
Okay. How,
So
how
that's
was
my
your? Yeah. Please continue.
so that's how my childhood panned out. And college life was the initial first year was amazing because we had, as all I think children had gone, when we move out of school and get into college life, we want to explore. And that's how I was full out, and I enjoyed my first year of my college, FY BCom as we say. But post that, the journey was a little low, because my mom was not well. So I picked up, I went on doing through University of Mumbai. So college life was quite subtle and at home.
Yeah. So you said Mumbai, Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz is a very popular place, and Juhu Beach is very famous, right? So
Absolutely.
how was your growing up years? Because Mumbai is a city of dreams, we can say. Many people come from different places of the country to pursue some kind of dream, especially in the film industry. So how's your childhood about what you were thinking about Mumbai used to think, or what is your perception towards this city, and how did you feel this about this city?
I felt amazingly beautiful being, growing up in Mumbai. So I remember for a small phase of my life, I was, I had shifted to Haryana in a small town, my hometown called Sirsa.
Okay.
So I used to really not like it too much over there. Although I had a good friend circle, I was quite social and had a good little bit college life. But still, I was like, the Mumbai life used to pull me because Mumbai life is quite colorful and I believe quite happening. So, although, as I told you, that my life was very simple, we never went out and partied and all, but still, that liveliness of Mumbai, the fast pace Mumbai life was amazing, I must say. So only the fact that I'm in Mumbai, the fresh air, the moment you enter into Mumbai, the rains,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's how I feel. It was just amazing, and we used to all eye for looking, kahin pe we could see Shah Rukh Khan or we could see Amitabh Bachchan. We used to pass by and we used to every time see the bungalow of Amitabh Bachchan. So we used to feel, wow.
Have you seen them live? Any of them?
I have seen Salman Khan once. He was shooting with Kajol for a movie in a place called Fantasyland. So
Okay.
there were all rides and all, and I was there. So they were shooting over there, but I didn't get an opportunity to interact
You
with
were a
him.
little kid at that time.
Yeah, I was in school. We had gone for our school picnic there, and that time the shooting was happening. So yes.
Okay. Okay. My next question to you, Neha, is primarily you are working as a trainer and you started your career as a trainer, right? So, why you became a trainer and what influenced you to choose this profession? And did you have a reference point? Did you have an inspiration in front of you?
Okay, I think people are not able to join a you know
The Facebook link?
yeah, it's they're not able to open it. They're not able to
Yeah.
get into the link. Hmm.
They just need to click on the link, and if they click on the link, they can watch it because I have made it public.
Okay, all right, I'll just tell them to try again.
Once again, ask them to
Yeah, I'll
refresh
just,
it once.
sure, I'll tell them to
I'm
just,
also checking once again if it's
yeah,
really public
please
or
do
not.
that because I've got a
Okay,
lot of messages.
no, it was not public, so I just made it public.
Okay,
It was public. Now they can see. Now they can see. Ask them to
okay,
refresh it once.
sure, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
So
can you just, yeah.
yeah. So I was asking you this question that why you become a trainer and did you have a reference point or an inspiration in front of you? What
Okay,
attracted you to choose this profession?
so, right. So this takes me back again to my childhood. I think a lot of girls, right, in their childhood, they are fascinated by becoming teachers and, imitating them and learning it that way. And I was no different. I used to, wear the dupatta and I used to put bindi and lipstick, my mother's, lipstick and dupatta. And she used to get really irritated, I still remember, and act as a teacher. So I used to enjoy that, that command of a teacher. And I always loved to be a center of attraction. So I think it started off somewhere budding from my childhood, and I think a lot of girls do relate to what I'm saying right now. And slowly and steadily it got better when I grew up. But when I started working again, and I used to see these trainers coming and training you, right? So when I used to see them in front of me, I used to imagine myself being in their position. uh,
Okay.
Are you there,
Yeah, yeah.
Sandeep?
I am
Yeah.
here. I am here. You are all on
Yeah.
the screen actually.
Okay, so I used to imagine myself in their position, and
Mhm.
I used to love that, that kind of importance that the trainer used to get.
Right.
So again, I had that feeling that somewhere I want to become a trainer, and I can
Mhm.
say that I somewhere manifested it, and the manifestation came true. There
Mhm.
was no inspiration as such, but all my teachers, my trainers, my mentors, kept that spark burning in me, and
Mhm.
that's how I'm here as a trainer.
Mhm. So as I feel me being a trainer, that all your teachers actually inspire you, right? And you have that image on your head that you want to become something like this. You don't know how, but you want to have
Yeah,
a students and then say what they say to you, or maybe in a better way, maybe in a more
absolutely.
politer way, make them understand. This all goes behind your head, right? And you
Right.
think about it.
Yes.
Right. So, how's your journey? How you started your journey being a trainer? Was it difficult? Was it easy? How this Indian Institute of Foreign Languages happened to you?
Okay, so I will not say it was difficult, but it wasn't easy either. So it was like
Also, one more thing is, did you have any certification before this? After you completed your graduation, did you have to go through any certification to become a trainer?
yeah, so I'll tell you what happened was my husband got a job in Bangalore, and I had to
Okay.
relocate because of him. So once
Okay.
we came here, I realized that I was just moving directionless, and I didn't
Hmm.
have any goals in my life. So
Right.
I had a good discussion with my husband, what should I do? And I realized that I am good at training and teaching
Hmm.
people and mentoring and
Hmm.
coaching them. So
Hmm.
we had a discussion, we did a research bit, and we thought, why not do something in this direction? And we came
Right.
up with this course called TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language, or Teaching
Right.
English as a Second Language, that is TESOL.
Right.
So
Right.
I got myself enrolled into this at Asian College of Teachers, which is in Bangalore,
Okay.
and I did my certification there. So I don't remember, it was, I think, around 13 to 15 days of span of
Training.
time, yeah, training,
Okay.
where it was like morning to evening, and I met some wonderful trainers out there,
Right.
and
Right.
we are still in touch with each other. So
Great.
there I learned different methodologies, I learned different intricacies of teaching,
Mhm.
and how
Mhm.
I could bring and amalgamate both these, and bring a little bit difference in whomever I am training.
Okay.
So that's how it happened. I finished my course, and immediately after that, I started applying in institutes where I could start my journey as a language trainer,
Okay.
because I felt that I had the command over the language, and I think I could start working on it. And that's how I applied to different institutes in Bangalore, and I went for an interview for to IIFL, and that's how I think it worked immediately.
Okay.
So that's how I started my journey in IIFL as a language trainer.
Uh, yeah, I think we are losing you. I don't know if you can hear me, but we are not able to hear you, or your video
And
has freezed.
are you clear now? Something.
Can you check your internet connection once, if it's stable? Okay, so maybe she's facing some network issues, but no worries. We'll
There was
carry
some
on
network.
once she joins.
Yeah. Am I audible now, Sandeep?
Yes, you are audible now. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's how I started my journey with IIFL, and again I met a wonderful mentor there who guided me and pushed me to get into IELTS and accent and pronunciation, and that's how it all began.
Right. So you have worked more than 2 years in IIFL, right? So how's the experience or how's the journey? Can you share one intriguing experience which you remember till your last breath, something you want to share, any special thing which you have seen or you have learned, or which you want to share with all the audience or the viewers, especially students.
Yeah, so IIFL I'm still working with. So I work as a
Okay, you are
freelancer.
currently working with it, right?
Yeah, so I work with different institutes and edtechs where they give me these trainings, and I go for these trainings, and that's how it works. So I still get students from IIFL for IELTS and voice and accent
Mm-hmm.
and pronunciation and all, and
Right.
English language as well. So intriguing, any experience that I would like to share. Nothing specific, but all I can say that it's been a learning experience. I found people who actually pushed me and encouraged me to push my boundaries and explore a lot of options, which I think if I wouldn't have got into IIFL, I wouldn't have explored. So thanks to all the people who are there with IIFL and who encouraged me and pushed me forward, and also all the learners who were there, whom I trained and taught, and did my bit to bring about a little difference in their life, because I felt I learned a lot from them as well.
So, in IIFL, are you working as a corporate trainer or as a IELTS or?
Yeah, and no, not as a corporate trainer, but I train students for IELTS, voice and accent. I also had contract as in work for one corporate through IIFL and train the students for English language as well. So it's like a mixed bag.
Right. And right now, also, you are working with some other organizations as a freelance trainer, right? So, I think
Yes,
you are working with some corporates also.
absolutely. Through
So,
through
how's
them,
through them?
through the,
Yes,
yeah,
through
yeah.
them. So, how's your experience of being a corporate trainer? And those who are unaware of this term, corporate training, can you say something about to clarify what exactly this corporate training is and how you conduct this?
Okay, so every corporate they get in touch with these edtechs and have certain goal in their mind. Like they would want their they would want their employees to be good in communication. They would want their employees, certain set of employees, to
Yeah.
improve their business communication or English language skills, or some would
Okay.
want email writing specifically. So they get in touch with these edtechs, and these edtechs look for freelancers who can give them the right knowledge and
Right.
share their knowledge with them, so that they are able to overcome these hurdles, and that's how they give me this work, and I have to do the training accordingly. So normally they provide me with a lot of material which I can use and have a lot of interaction based learning with these corporate employees, because if we have a lot of theory, anyways, anybody would get bored. So that's how these corporate trainings work, according to their need. So we cater to their need. That's how it
Right.
works.
Right. Also, you have done some content development, if I'm not wrong, right?
Right.
So, how did this passion of creating content came into existence? Because many trainers are there. I am being myself a trainer, but I'm not very good at content creation. So, what triggers you to become a content creator, and how you become a content creator, and what kind of contents are you creating at this point of time, or you have created in the past?
Okay, so I was working with this edtech where I was giving, imparting training to their corporates, right? So one of the days where they approached me that would you like to create content for our trainers? Normally, till then, I had been creating my own content and training students. But when this opportunity came across where I would be creating content and material for their trainers so that they could do their training bit in a smooth manner, I literally jumped up to the opportunity. I didn't know ABC about content creation. All I felt was that I had the subject knowledge, and I had to put it up in such a way where it's more interactive and the learning experience goes quite smooth. So again, under the guidance of people in that edtech, I was able to create content for different levels of English, like A1, A2, B1, B2. And I
Right.
created content for them where they gave me the topics, and I was told that you need to create a content for 60 minutes, or, for 2 hours. And the content, creation, when it happened, I learned so much more about it, which I was like clueless when I used to create my own content. I realized that you cannot, it has to be very authentic. You can't even copy examples from the
Exactly.
website, right? You can't even pick up a definition and put it into your content. So copyrights was a, that comes into play. So I
Yeah.
learned all this. I learned that every page has to look similar to each other. The font size, all these little nitty gritties which I never paid
Minute
attention.
details. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it was amazing. It was an amazing experience, and I created content for different levels of English language. So that was an amazing experience, and I got an opportunity to do that. Later, I created a little bit content for an IELTS trainer as well, and I realized how difficult it is to create content which is
Yeah.
extremely authentic, which again I was clueless when I was a trainer earlier.
You have to do a lot of brainstorming as well from yourself in order to create the content.
Absolutely. Even like a 10-minute content, you have to spend so much of time. Spelling errors should not happen. Your capitalization has to be taken care. And if you want perfection in your work, you'll have to take care of all these things so that you get more work.
Very nice. Uh, Lately, you are into instructional designing as well. So I was researching about you from LinkedIn, so I saw that post, right? So there are many people who are instructional designers. So what exactly this? Can you share with our viewers what exactly this and why you are pursuing it and how it is going to help you as a trainer or as a content creator?
Okay. So I had, how instructional designing started was I was not aware of this term at all. And
Okay.
one day I was having a conversation with my friend that, she was aware of my journey. We started our journey at the TEFL course together. And I was
Okay.
interacting that it's become stagnant. I am training, I am learning new things, I am creating content. What next? So she was also exploring things, and she came
Okay.
across instructional designing. And when
Okay.
she told me about it, I was quite curious to know what this is all about, how does it work, and what happens in instructional designing. So what an instructional designer basically does is, the content is given to the instructional designer by a subject matter expert. So
Okay.
he is expert in the content. He gives the content to the subject matter, to the instructional designer. He
Okay.
creates a blueprint of the learning experience. So let me just give you a small example. We see
Sure.
these web based trainings, right? We see these
Yeah.
web based trainings where you have these cartoon characters, and they come walking, they have a conversation with each other, this one replies to this one. This all job, right? Who the people are in the image, whether it's a girl or a boy, or he has a book in his hand, all this is designed by an instructional designer. So she or he creates a blueprint of this, and then this blueprint is converted into reality. She sees it as a vision, and this vision is converted into reality by web developers. So they get in touch with web developers. So it starts with the subject matter experts. He gives the content to the instructional designer. She creates a blueprint, visualizes how the training is going to pan out, right from doing the need analysis, why the person needs the training, what has to be the outcome, and designing the entire training, thinking about how can we make it very interactive, what are the quizzes that we can add in. We have these options, right? If you say yes, click on this. If you say no, click on this button. All this is thought over and visualized by an instructional designer. And then it's she connects with the web developer who makes it into a reality. So when I came to know about this, I was like, I need to learn this, I need to understand how to go about this. So I did a few certifications from LinkedIn.
Okay.
I haven't worked on it much, but I'm just waiting for somebody to give me an opportunity. So if somebody is listening to me, please give me an opportunity so that I could explore and learn on the job. Yeah, that's how
Neha,
it.
this video will go to LinkedIn, and I hope that somebody will see this video from LinkedIn, and you can get
I
something
hope
what you are
so.
looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, my next question is, so we have discussed more about your professional career, but now I would like to ask you something: how you manage your day, the schedule. You're a mother of a small children as well, and so it's a full-time job. Being a mother is not easy, right? It's a full-time job, and then you have to balance your work, and you are into so many things. So, what motivates you to remain on track? What is your source of inspiration or motivation?
So as you rightly said, it's quite difficult to be a parent, especially a parent to children nowadays, because they are not like how we were or you were. You know, जहाँ parents बिठाते थे हम लोग वहीं बैठ जाते थे. But nowadays children, they are like they are too much to handle. So yes, it's quite difficult to juggle between your professional and your personal life. As a wife, as a parent, it's quite difficult, but I think there are a number of aspects how you can balance it. Firstly, I think you should, I'm blessed to have a happy and a supportive family who helps me to work, at odd hours. So as a freelancer, I cannot say that, I don't want to give a training at 3 o'clock because my son comes back from school. I don't want to give a training at 8 o'clock because my son, if comes back, comes from play, or I have to teach him. So I have to, if I want to really learn and jump to these opportunities, I have to take it up, right? So supportive family is extremely important. Apart from that, I believe that each one of us, should give themselves some me time, which I firmly believe in.
Yeah.
And at regular intervals, I just shut down. That means doing nothing. So my husband sometimes laughs at me. He's like, how do you do nothing? I said, I do nothing means I'm not doing anything and just lying on the couch and watching TV, because I feel that rejuvenates me and helps me to gear up for the work next day or 2 days later. So that's how I do it. And I really believe that we should, not stress too much and take it a little easy. Don't be so too much on yourself. So this at regular intervals keeps me motivated, along with taking up new challenges. I feel that's extremely important, because when we do certain trainings in a monotonous way,
Yeah.
uh, we feel that there's nothing new that's happening, right? So the
Right.
moment something new comes up and you get an opportunity to learn and grow,
Yeah.
that is another boosting factor. So for me, that works amazingly well.
Very well said, Neha. And you mentioned that taking up challenges is very important. Many of the people have the habit of being in the comfort zone. I was one of them. I used to stay in my comfort zone. And when I was in the comfort zone, I have achieved nothing. But so now I realize that how important it is, to come out of your comfort zone and take up challenges regularly. So it is very important. I think all the students or youngsters who are watching this, very important point for them as well. So my next question is to you is, you are working as a trainer, and at the same time you have helped students to develop their pronunciation, accent. How one can develop their communication? This is the biggest question, because all around the world we can see people are learning communication development, because in professional growth they need it very much. So how anybody can develop their communication, and how important the role of a mentor or a coach in somebody's development?
I think, yes, as you rightly said, uh, communication is extremely important, even at workplace or otherwise. And how can we develop? There are a number of factors that needs to be kept under consideration when you want to develop your communication skills. It could be verbal as well as non-verbal, right?
Okay.
So we know
Right.
that only words will not help us to develop our communication. We need to have the confidence, we need to have the right tone, the right attitude, the right pronunciation while interacting with people, and our tone, our voice modulation, our body language, right? All this, a combination of all this together helps us to have a good communication, right? I mean,
Right.
interact with people and develop our communication in that way.
Right.
And
Right.
as far as mentors and coaches are concerned, I think they play an extremely important role from time to time, at every phase, at every level, because they help you to have a direction, they help you to then they give you a feedback, they help you to work on that feedback, they guide you in the right way. So at regular, at every level, when they do that, you get a direction, and you are able to build up your communication skills in a much better way. Because I feel that when this happens in a right manner, you are able to develop good interpersonal skills, you are able
Yeah.
to have good business relationships, and that
Right.
helps you to grow as well.
Absolutely. Very well said. Uh, So, Neha, how you keep yourself on the track on a regular basis, and do you have any inspiration, any person whom you look up to on a regular basis, or you take inspiration, any celebrity, or it could be anybody in your home or in the family?
So, inspiration, when I see, I feel that I find inspiration in every learner that I interact with. I feel they teach me so much more about life, and they inspire me to learn more and do my best in whatever I am doing.
Okay.
So that's an inspiration, not any particular person, but a lot of people, I must say, in my day to day life, from my house help who comes to work. I'm not saying it just because I am on a podcast or I am talking this way, but she's an inspiration for me, because how she juggles her life, and she's got a
Yeah.
husband who's ill. She's a graduate, she has done her MA, but still she used to come and work at my place because of the COVID times. And
Okay.
she her husband became ill and she couldn't get a job anywhere, so she had to do that, and she did it with full might. She's It was not like she used to just do it and run away. She does it, so she does her job so well. So I find inspiration in even her, that how a person can in certain situations be able to handle it and do her best and keep up to it. So these are my sources of inspiration. As far as celebrities are concerned, I can say Priyanka Chopra, I can say Sushmita Sen. She's a wonderful lady, very strong. I like people who are quite strong minded, and yeah, these are a few who, whom I find inspiration from.
Mhm. Okay. And how you keep yourself fit, physical as well as mental? What are the things you like to practice on a regular basis? Do you have any morning ritual, or are you into any kind of yoga, meditation? What you do?
Yeah. So, as far as physical fitness is concerned, I'm very lazy. I am not at all a morning person. So, I don't like getting up in the morning and going to the gym, hitting the gym, or doing something like that. But I'm fond of swimming. So, I love going for a swim sometimes. So, that's how I feel swimming is the best exercise to keep you fit. But no morning ritual. How much ever I try and I put it down as a goal in my weekly calendar that I have to pick up healthy habits or go for an exercise regime or something, it doesn't happen. As far as mental health is concerned, yes, I do try to practice a little bit of meditation. I don't know what it's called, what I do is the right way, but in my sense, I feel peaceful about it. I disconnect with people, and that happens a lot of times during my swim session as well, where you get underwater. That's my experience, where you can't even hear even a minute sound, and that's very very peaceful. So I do that, and a little bit of meditation at home to keep my mental health at peace. And again, as I told you, shut down everything once a while, be yourself, do things which makes you feel
Neha, we are again losing
happy.
you. Your voice is breaking, and your video has freezed. Can you check the connection once again? I think we are facing some network issues. So I think we have lost Neha because of some. I think she's facing some network issues, but she rightly said that embracing challenge is very important on a regular basis, because if you stay in the comfort zone, you achieve nothing. So you have to get out of your comfort zone each and every day, and you have to challenge yourself and your abilities in order to achieve success in life. So I think Neha is back again with us. So I'll just yeah, Neha,
Yeah, I'm so
can
sorry.
you hear me now?
Yes,
Can you?
yes, I
Yeah,
can. I'm very sorry about it, but I
no
can't do.
problem.
It's
Yeah,
not
so
under.
this is something we are used to it, because from the last 2 years, right, everything is
Absolutely.
online. This is what we face. No issues. So you're saying something when we lost you.
Yeah, so I was just talking about mental health. So I told
Yes.
you that's how. So just I shut down everything. I disconnect from everything. I do nothing basically. Do what I feel good about, to the extent of just going to a coffee shop and having coffee alone. Nobody being around me to that extent as well. So that's how I keep my mental peace at bay. That's how I feel I can rejuvenate and get back to work and take care of the family with a full swing. So now I think my family has also got adjusted to that. They know that I will be all off now, nothing.
Again, yeah, we are again facing. I think. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. But the video sometimes is freezing. Can you hear me now as well?
I can hear you completely.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so role of a woman is very important in the family, because they are like the anchors, right, holding the ship. So
Absolutely.
mentally, physically, you have to be always on the top in order to fight and in order to sustain. So here we are almost in the last few questions of the podcast, and so far I think the audience have learned so many things about the professional career. Also, many inputs you have given. And one more thing, Neha, I want to ask you that you have any particular point in your life where you felt like giving up, or very difficult phase which you want to talk about, like really hard moments for you, anything like that?
Yeah. When I was just completing my graduation, I think I was in SYBCom. My mother felt quite ill, so that was an extremely difficult phase for me in my life and my family. So that was a time when I literally lost hope. I felt I would not have life, because when I used to see her in the hospital and I used to see her on on the ICU, in the ICU, I used to break into pieces. I used to get shattered, and then I lost her. So I think it took me years to accept the fact that she's no longer with us. And I used to have these weird dreams of her waking up from her deathbed, and it was extremely extremely difficult. I felt I would never be able to come out of it, and I still miss her a lot, but I have accepted the fact that she's happy somewhere now. And the more I feel bad about it, maybe she's getting troubled somewhere. So now I'm able to overcome, but these few years were extremely difficult for me. It was like heart wrenching.
Right. So in that moment, what you told yourself, or how you kept going on, because I feel that this kind of moments comes in everybody's life once in a while. So how they should approach the situation, it's very tough, it's very difficult.
Honestly speaking, I'll tell you, I never went going. I was living just by the day. I was just going on living with no reason for nothing at all. But I think now when I've learned, where I've understood that that's how life is, everybody who comes has to go. But I know jiske saath hota hai, it's very difficult for that person to take it. But I've realized that the more I feel and the more I cry for that person, the more he or she is going to get troubled somewhere, because I'm sending those vibrations towards her. So I would just send this message across to everybody, that I'm sure it's very very difficult for everybody to accept the loss, but I think we should hold on to it. We should remember them with a smile on our face. Again, it's very difficult, I will not say it's easy, but if you keep crying, if you keep sulking, that's vibrations are going to go towards them, and they are even going to, they're going to be heavy chested. They're going to be like, all the heaviness is going to be on them. You are with people around you, you have a lot of people with you, but they are alone over there, so wherever they are. And I think we should take it a little easy. Give yourself some time to overcome that. It will not happen so easily, so don't be so tough on you. Go easy, go slow, but yes, do not remember them with a positive, in a positive way. Remember the memories, cherish them.
Right. Uh, this podcast is all about passion and motivation, inspiration. So, what is the passion of your life? What one thing which you cannot live without, and you are very much passionate about? I know in teaching is one. Apart from teaching,
Apart from teaching, I don't have one passion. If I say I've got a lot of
yeah,
passions,
lot
I
of
don't know.
passion.
Yeah, I would not say that. I don't even want to know what's the definition of passion. But I do things what I really like. So I enjoy cooking. Okay. So I love cooking. I cook. My son enjoys the way I cook, and he refuses to. Sometimes even when I have to tell him that, okay, you please buy a coupon and you take it from the canteen. Don't let me cook today. No, you have to cook for me. Come what may. So I like cooking
Canteen?
for.
Why canteen? He's living
Sorry.
somewhere else.
No, he. Why can't he has it?
No, you said that he has to buy a coupon and then from the
No,
canteen.
no. I'm saying I tell him sometimes that, please buy a coupon and take it from the canteen. I don't want to cook today. That's what I
Okay,
tell
okay,
him.
for the college canteen, right?
School. He's still in school.
School canteen. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I tell him sometimes, even though I'm passionate, I enjoy cooking, but I tell him that, do it. He doesn't want to take those coupons and he wants me to cook. So I enjoy cooking for him. I do it only for him and my husband, of course. So I love cooking. I love singing, so I am not a singer or a professional trained singer, but I enjoy singing, even though it's very basic, but still I'll enjoy it for myself. I love dancing. So I can dance. Again, not a trained or a certified dancer, but as you say, bathroom singer, I'm a bathroom dancer as well. So I enjoy dancing just like the Bollywood, all out dancing. So nothing as such specific any passion, but I enjoy a lot of things, and cooking, singing, dancing, interacting with people, talking to people is what I like and I enjoy.
Right. Uh, do you believe in manifestation?
Yes, I do. As I told you, right? That
Yeah.
maybe somewhere subconsciously I manifested to become a trainer. So I'm a firm believer of manifestation, which was not probably earlier, but few years from now, before these few years, like these last 3 years, I really feel that manifestation does work wonders. It does help you to achieve your goals and dreams to the extent of, so let me just again give you an example over there,
Sure.
that when I purchased my house, uh, I had a certain image in my mind that this is how I would want my drawing room to look like, or my living room to look like, or my
Okay.
bedroom to look like. And I used to visualize even the smallest of planters that I would keep in my living room. And I used to keep seeing that, keep visualizing, and I kept manifesting my house to be in a certain way. And few years down the line, yes, I have it exactly in the same way, at the same place. I have those plants kept, I have those TV unit the same way I visualize it to be. So I feel manifestation does work, and I think everybody should do that and create only positive thoughts, because I think more positivity you create, more positive things come back to you. And I tell my learners that as well, in I try to in most of my sessions.
You said that positivity is important and manifestation is important. We are living in a day and age where things are constantly changing, right? And we are living in a tough time because of many reasons. So much of negativity is there all around us, and always where you will not get anybody to inspire you or motivate you or support you. Most of the times it will happen that you will get discouragement from the others. In this kind of situation, how you keep yourself go and what you tell yourself?
So I as I told you, when we manifest, right, so we need to have our goals in place. We need to know that this is what I want from my life. So suppose if I say I want to buy a house, I want to buy a particular car, so we have to believe that we can do it. We need to have that confidence. I know ups and downs still keeps continuing. Maybe you're not even earning enough to pay your EMI, but still that is what you want to buy, that is what you want in your life. And I think you have to be confident and believe in yourself and have that confidence that you will be able to achieve it, come what
Right.
may, however. So again, that confidence in you and the belief in you is extremely, extremely important.
Right. uh, so we are at the end of the show. Any message you want to give to your well wishers or whoever supported you throughout your journey? Anything you want to say?
Yes. So I would like to tell my learners, whoever have been or who are going to be my learners, I always have told them in the sessions that they should not leave any opportunity to grow, and they should push their boundaries and ask themselves how much did they grow today, move towards it. Every day is a learning experience. Learn from people, because I feel the day you feel that you are done, you are sorted, you'll
Hmm.
stop growing. So keep learning, keep moving towards your goals, and I think you'll be there where you want to be. And I would also like to take this opportunity, since you've given me such a wonderful platform, to express gratitude towards everyone, every learner, every mentor, every trainer, every teacher, every person who has made me who I am today. Because I feel that everyone you meet is for a reason, and I have grown with every experience and interaction. So I would like to take this opportunity and thank everyone who's contributed to who I am today as a person, personally as well as professionally. So thank you so much for that.
And
Immense
any message for
gratitude.
the yes, any message for the audience, especially the students who are watching? I believe many of the students of your students and my students and students, they are watching it. Any message for them?
Yeah, so I would like to say that I'm blessed to have you as my learners, and thank you all for being there today, supporting me. And I can see thumbs up coming from my learners, whom I can recognize their names. So thank you so much for being there for me in on such a beautiful opportunity for me. Thank you so much to everybody who are my learners now and who are there watching me or would watch me later. So thank you so much. You all are all wonderful, and God bless you all.
Yeah, so we have received many comments. Actually, we have not received any questions, but we have received many comments from many of, I think, your students and your well wishers. So Vimlesh Singh has said, "Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your inspirational journey." Um, Davinder Singh Sembhi said, "Such an inspiration." Uh, Upama Majumdar said, "Very interesting." Vinay Saini, nice. Pushpa Monga, very nice. Nidhi Madan Saini said, very nice, very well spoken, inspiring journey. Um, Arya Uchila, very nice. Suman Chabra has given a 4 thumbs up. Aditi Bansal has given hearts, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. And I believe many of them will watch it later once we
Yeah.
upload the content on the YouTube as well. And it will go to LinkedIn also, and maybe you get somebody to help you out with your instruction on designing.
Yes,
And
thank you.
a special message, Neha, you want to give to the women, especially the young girls who are watching this, because as you know that we are living in a male dominated society, right, where women are always looked behind, or people think that they can't do this, they can do that. So how, you know how the situation is, right? And they are deprived of many things, and also they are brainwashed in order to believe that they cannot do that or they cannot achieve it, especially in the rural areas and some particular section we have seen. Any message for them if they are watching this podcast?
So, yes, I do agree completely to what you are saying. Um, I think we are already on the journey where people are realizing how important women are, and they also have their own individuality, right? So
Right.
they have started realizing this, but we still have a long way to go. So I would like to tell all the women out there that, guys, you are an individual yourself, right? Think it's not wrong to think about yourself. Think about yourself. Go out, do what you feel you should be doing, if in even if it's that small, like going and having an ice cream. As women, I've seen that, parents, they give their entire life to their children, but today children have to go out for their job, they move out of their houses, they travel, parents are all left alone, mothers are all left alone. So I would give a message to all the mothers as well, that have your own life apart from your family. It's important to take care of your children, to take care of your family or your husband, but think about yourself also. Do what you feel makes you happy. You are an individual, go for it, stand for your rights. Do not take anything that's disrespectful towards you, and over and above all, become independent. Extremely important. Work on your skills, see where you are good at, work towards it, start earning, become individual independent women who can take care of their own self and not being dependent on anybody in this world, even if it's your husband. Start early, guys. I started quite late. I understood the importance of being independent at quite a later stage of my life, and I think I lost some golden years, but better late than never, guys. Wherever you all are, believe in yourself, be confident, fly, spread your wings, enjoy your life. Life may be short. Please make full use of it, and be happy, be yourself, and be independent.
Such a nice message, Neha, you have given to
Thank you.
all the audience and viewers. And we are almost at the end of the podcast. And I would like to thank once again to you for coming, making time out for this podcast. And it's a long time, like 53 minutes we are running. So it's a long time. Thank you so much once again, Neha. And I would like to thank all the audience who are watching this podcast all across India. I think many of them are your well wishers and followers. My deepest gratitude to them for taking time out and watching this podcast. And I hope that after we finish this, many others also will watch it. If you have any questions, anybody you want to ask any questions to Neha, you can put that in the comment sections. We'll definitely try to send to Neha. Neha, if you have the time, you can answer if they want to reach out to you for any kind of help. And any last message, Neha, you want to say about the podcast and about this platform?
I would again, like to reiterate what I told you, Sandeep, that you're doing a wonderful job. And again, I'll tell you that you have made me come to this platform and complete one of my visualizations again. So I had manifested to come to a platform where I would be talking about how I feel, what. Uh, what was my journey across, and how did I go about what young women could can do and what they should be doing. So I again looked at myself and tried to imitate and answer questions like this the way you are
Yeah.
asking me. So I you've able you've probably made me able to complete one of my manifestations again. So I would thank you wholeheartedly for giving me this opportunity and come on this platform and express my views. You made me feel valuable as a trainer once again.
So I believe, Neha, as you said, manifestation. So manifestation does work for me as well, and I believe the universe conspires when you are trying for
Yes,
something good or positivity. Like we met on LinkedIn, right? I don't know you.
right.
We didn't even know each other 1 month back. So I approached you from LinkedIn, and I was approaching many people, not only you, right? Many of them said no. Many of them said, okay, we can do it later, maybe 2 3 months. But you when you heard, you said yes, we can do it. So it's everything, like universe conspires, and you have what to say, like-minded people. If they are in the sync, then great thing happens, and I believe it's a great thing that we are doing it, and many people will be benefited because of this. Many students I know personally, they message me privately, and they say, sir, we are very much in depth to this kind of
Sandeep, I
conversation.
think
We
we
know.
lost
So
you. Yeah.
can you hear me? uh, am I audible? Can anybody write on the comments if I am audible? Those who are watching, can anybody write on the comments, please?
Yes, Sandeep, am I audible?
Yes, Neha, you are audible, but the voice is breaking sometimes. Yes, so Vinay has said that.
Sandeep,
Yeah, so Neha, actually, you are audible, but sometimes the voice
Sandeep, are
is
you there?
breaking. So yes, yes, I am here. I am here. Maybe some network issue, Neha, from your end. Just check once, because others can hear me and see me as well.
Yes, Sandeep,
Others
I'm
can
so
see me
sorry.
and hear me.
Yeah, I'm back, I think.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it's all. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, that when things happen, we go in sync and we made it. And in the last, I would like to tell our viewers, those who are watching this podcast, that I have met with some amazing people in the last 1 month through LinkedIn and other platforms, and I approached them. Many of them will come in the next few episodes of this Passion podcast. And I would like all of you, those who are watching right now, please continue with us and watch more and more in the future podcasts also. That is also going to be very interesting, and people are coming from different fields. Some of them are lawyers, some of them are makeup artists, so they will share their experience. Some of them are yoga instructors. So it is going to be a very interesting kind of a podcast. And so Neha, once again, thank you so much. We'll end it
Thank
here,
you.
and we'll see you soon in some other
Thank
way, and be in touch so that we can brainstorm something like an ideas like this. And I wish you all the best. I wish you all the success in life, and take care, be happy, and be yourself the way you are. Okay.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. Thank you so much. We'll definitely stay in touch and I'll be there for all your podcasts. Looking forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
All the best, Sandeep.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.